To the cloud or the computer? All right, everybody click OK. You're now in the system. And before we jump in here, just to let you guys know, we do have our affiliate summit on November 11th. That's Saturday. It'll be in Fort Worth at CrossFit Iron Horse. If you guys are coming, I can't wait to see you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check your spam box. If it's still not there, then just message me directly. We have about 180 to 85 affiliates already signed up to do this. You guys still have about 10 more days to do it. So yeah, Michael, I can't wait to see you guys. We already had our one in Louisiana. It was awesome. But we got a lot of people there, and it's just a good time overall. We will be doing Chad that morning, about 5:30 in the morning. So if anybody wants to wake up and hate themselves for about an hour and a half, please come on by and do 1,000 step-ups with us in a rack. We are providing rucks. GoRuck sent us some stuff out, so you don't have to bring your own unless you have one that you're attached to. But yeah, all right. So let's get started. We're going to talk about CAP today. And the reason why we wanted to start this is that a lot of affiliates use different programming, which is totally fine. A lot of affiliates program for their own, which as someone who works for CrossFit and really enjoys CAP, I always highly encourage if it's something you have the time for, the passion for, and understanding to do. Why? Because nobody knows your affiliate like you do. That's just how it works, right? Nobody knows their members. Nobody knows what they need better than you do as an affiliate owner or a manager or someone who's in charge of your programming. So what we talk about here is that if you do outsource your programming, we do want you guys to have a better understanding of what CrossFit affiliate programming is, what they provide, and how you can use it for your affiliate. And the premise is in the description that we had in the emails is that our CrossFit community entrusts our training department to give them the best education possible, from the level 1 to the level 4, every online programming we offer, from dumbbells to scaling, from every other course, from gymnastics to masters to adaptive. You entrust us with that knowledge to its core. As affiliate owners, you entrust us reps and our leaders in the space in our affiliate department to take care of you guys as affiliate owners and to help guide you through this journey along with you. There's no question there. But for some reason, when it comes to programming, we don't look at it the same way. And that's really, I want to open your eyes to what we have as CrossFit affiliate programming. Now, as with everything, this is just a place you can go if for nothing other than educating yourselves as affiliate owners, or maybe your coaching staff in a lot of different places. Ways to scale things, way to modify, ways to set your gym up for certain things. What a stimulus of a workout should be. What are ways to train a novice athlete and an elite athlete at the same exact time in the same class, right? And when it comes to CrossFit affiliate programming, it has rarely anything to do with what the workout of the day is. It's the tip of the iceberg. And what that is you guys can get a CrossFit workout anywhere, right? All these things you listed, guys, in the comments, by the way, thank you for putting that in there. It's just a workout. Right. But what differentiates us from, I'm just using this as places as examples, I'm not shitting on them, an F45, an Orange Theory, a community fitness HIT boot camp program that has rogue racks, bars, wall ball targets, and everything except the CrossFit affiliate name behind them, is the coaching. That's where we differentiate ourselves. It's the knowledge of that and what comes to that. Can we run an effective class, right? These other programs, they just don't have that. Right? And that's where I think we stand apart from the rest, okay? So we'll start there. So what I want you to show you guys first is I'll basically show you how to get to CAP in the first place. All right. So if everybody can see my screen here, let me pick the right thing. Make sure I close out of all my tabs that should not be open. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Yes. Let's see. Let me make sure I open this appropriately. Hold on. There we go. Everybody can see it? Yes. See my screen? You see CrossFit.com?
Yep.
Cool. All right. When you guys get here, all you need to do is log in. And this little login button, you'll log in. There's my info. And then I'm here. Okay. Right here at the top of the dashboard is the affiliate toolkit. Is everybody with me so far? Yes? I hope so. Good. Okay. Once I'm here, I just enter the affiliate toolkit. And then I have everything I have access to at the top. Okay. Programming is right there. And this is the week's worth of programming. There it is in all of its glory. Right? You have Monday through Sunday, 7 workouts a week. Now, if you guys are like, but wait a minute, we like to see a different training program. It's available for you guys at all times. Okay. Along with the workout of the day, if you guys scroll down, you have something called a monthly focus. Now, this is really important because every month, CAP will have a different focus for the month. And if you guys can see here, expect variations of Chad, Michael, Badger, and DT. This month's focus is on hero workouts. There's some benchmark workouts in there. They said there's some open workouts coming. And what's great about this is that, and we'll get this a lot, is owners will be like, how do we convince our members that this is the right programming, right? This helps you do that. But if you don't like to read and you're like me, then there's a video here too. Spencer, I don't know if you want to dive into basically that monthly focus routine that you guys have set up.
Yeah, each year we we look at the focuses, we look through what we've done in the past and what we kind of want to do in the future. There's a few things that are going to stay the same across year to year, like things like the open, things like the CrossFit games. In January and February, we're kind of always going to be focusing on getting our athletes ready for the open and preparing them for things like that. The stuff in the middle, tends to be up for grabs. Some months, we'll do some more dumbbell stuff. Some months we'll do some more Olympic lifting stuff. But we do try to mix it up and spice it up as much as possible, and keep you guys on your toes.
And what I like about, thank you, Spencer. And what I really like about that is that when you are someone's, just say the workout of the day, it's always tough at times is to convince someone to maybe go a little heavier if they have the ability to, or go a little harder if they don't want to, or add a little bit of weight here, try a different skill. And when you can articulate the purpose of the workout of the day or the week or the month, it's a lot easier to get buy-in with your membership. And so having that available for you, and not just owners, all of your coaching staff, and I'll show you guys this at the end, will have the ability to view all of this on their own. You can actually add them to your team so you don't have to recopy and paste it in an email or give them your log information or try to speak to this better than what's already given to you. All right. So we'll show you guys that at the end. Now that's the monthly focus. What they also have here is a weekly focus as well. All right. And when it comes to that, they have a write-up and a video, and you've got the best still frame I could possibly ask for of Eric O'Connor and Stefan Roche. Excuse my cough. I just did like a 6-minute workout before this started. And who knows that a 6-minute workout can actually be greatly effective to your fitness. That's called foreshadowing, by the way, if anybody was curious. But a weekly focus as well. Right? They go through that. Again, if you're not a reader, it's a video. It's fantastic. Above that I skipped through because everybody likes more, is that there is an additional offering in our work on your weaknesses section. Now, what this is this is what I like to call auxiliary work. Now, it's not necessarily like, hey, band work and just isometrics. It's extra work that isn't a part of the daily class. But if you have some people that want more and you decide that they do need that, we'll get into wants and needs in a second. It is available to you. This all fits with the weekly programming itself. Okay, so it is available, but our focus really should be on these daily workouts. Everybody with me so far? Let me see how far advanced. Oh, great question, Ron. How far advanced do you guys get the programming? A week. So every Monday, you get sent the following week's programming. So for example, there could be things programmed because this is a all-encompassing program that has things in there that maybe your affiliate might not have. It's like, okay, there may be rope climbs in there or a GHD in there or a certain piece of equipment or just a workout program that your facility can't exactly facilitate based off your clientele, the equipment and everything in between that you can take, change, modify, and give to your community. So you'll have plenty of time to get all of this. All right, that's a great question, Ron. Thank you for that. All right, so let's dive into a day. Is CAP available on Wonderfy? Jen, is that available on Wonderfy yet? Spencer, yes.
Yes.
Spencer, what are the apps that CAP now works with? Let's actually just answer that off the bat.
Yeah, some that you guys might be familiar with is like Push Press, Wodify, Sugar Wad, Beyond the Whiteboard. There's some international companies that we're on as well, but they're not coming to mind. Jen, do you know any of those?
I'm not familiar with the international ones. I think
Yeah.
Training Heroic is another one.
Training Heroic, yep, that's another one.
Now with some of those apps, StreamFit, I think it's on StreamFit. I think they just actually advertise that. That's Hetner's thing, right? Yes.
Let me find out about StreamFit and I'll message you.
I think they just posted about that. But along those lines, Doug, is that CAP for affiliate owners is completely free. It used to be $125 a month. It no longer is. Some of these apps will charge basically a posting fee for CAP. So I think Sugar Wad is an example. You may have to pay, I think it's $20 for Sugar Wad to use CAP in the app. We're not charging you that as far as using CAP, but some of these apps will. Some don't, and I think StreamFit actually might be one of those that don't at the moment. But anything you guys get charged in that has nothing to do with CrossFit and everything to do with the hosting app. But yeah, keep the questions coming. Okay, let's pick a day. Now, I'll just say we'll pick Wednesday, for example. Now, inside the daily workout, right, it gives you options as what basically an RX version of the workout is, an intermediate version, and a beginner version. I'm in the camp of you don't have to pigeonhole athletes into one because you'll get some athletes like, hey, I can do the weight for the barbell, but I don't have the gymnastics. Does that mean I have to scale completely the intermediate or to scale? No, you guys choose that how you want to. But what this does is give you options as a coach of maybe how to scale what you would consider an RX athlete in your gym or an intermediate one or a novice athlete. And it gives you all of these tools. Like I said, this is all about giving you guys knowledge and tools to be a more powerful, effective coach. So at the beginning of this to me is the most important part of the entire workout of the day. It's that 5-minute whiteboard talk you have with your class. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? And what are we trying to achieve? This is it. This is it. The intended stimulus of the workout. Fran, for example, is 21-15-9 thrusters and pull-ups at 95 and 65, with the asterisk exception of somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. That's what Fran really is. It's a benchmark workout, and that's the stimulus you're trying to hit. If you did it in 15 minutes, you did 45 thrusters and 45 pull-ups. You didn't really do Fran, okay? Because you missed the stimulus. The entire purpose of the workout was to do this work in this amount of time using these movements. That's what your programming is supposed to reflect. What it is, what we're doing, why we are trying to do that, and then as a coach, it is how we get you there. So this beginning part of the cap is, all right, here's the intended stimulus of the workout, 8 to 12 minutes. It should be a sprint. The bike should take this long. Lighter loads and overhead squat or scale to dumbbell snatches. Coaching goals. Things that your coaches should understand prior to the workout starting. Because if they're a novice coach, everybody's been there. What do I look for? Do I try to fix everything at the same time? I don't even know what I'm doing. Or I get nervous and I freeze up and I forgot everything that my coach or owner told me to do. It's right there, written for you. And if you're a non-reader like me, I know I'm not putting any faith in my intelligence right now saying I can't read. I just don't like to. I do read your emails. But if you send me a video, I would, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. You do have a video. It's usually 3 or 4 minutes that goes through everything about the workout, which is absolutely crazy that Cap and the team do this every single day. But it's beautiful. Right? And below that, there's a lot more to do. Okay. You have scaling. What are things we should scale? What are movements we should substitute? How? Why? What are the logistics that are coming into play in this workout? Because it could be like you guys have here, right? The workout itself, it's bike calories. Maybe we don't have bikes. What are some of the things we need to think about? Maybe we have 3. How do we manage that? That information's in there for you. How to scale these movements, logistics, other considerations, time it takes to do the workout. Below that, even more, you have a video piece on basically every single movement that's going to be programmed for the day, which is fantastic. Hey, we're doing hang cleans today. I forgot what a hang clean is. Is it a power? Is it a squat? What am I allowed to do? What are my points of performance? How do I get, like, there's a video for you there for every single movement. So maybe you're unfamiliar or you need some brushing up on. All the resources are there under one roof. Now below this is to guide the coach that either is new or the coach that I kindly say is maybe a little jaded. You know, you're grinding away. You're like, oh, what's the general warm-up going to be again today? Is it jumping jacks, toe touches, and inchworms? Is it just going to sit on the rower for 2 minutes and everybody's warm, and then we're going to do 1 round of Cindy and then the junkyard dog warm-up, which I always felt like destroyed my shins because I was never warmed up enough to do the warm-up for some reason with that, right? But it has an entire class plan scheduled out to the minute for you. Whiteboard talk, general warm-up, things to look for, things to get out, how to set up your dumbbell snatch, a dynamic warm-up. So a dynamic warm-up being something more geared towards what's happening with the workout. Maybe it's movement patterns. Maybe it's a little stimulus. Maybe it's just the heart rate up. Specific warm-up to the movements you are going to do. All of these things are in there. General, dynamic, specific. Progressions. It teaches you how to teach the athlete, but at the same time, your coaching staff is going to learn how to do these things so much more. And then below that, maybe a little preset, right? Little skill work at the end of the day. Right? But this thing is the basics as we come down to. And then at the very end, during the workout, what are the things you should be looking for during the workout? What are the little nuances that may happen during the workout that you can help your member? Maybe their shoulder position is a little anterior rotate. How do you look for that? How do you fix that? Be aware of that once the workout starts. Look at people's pacing as they go through. Look at body language. It just gives you all of these tools in the very beginning before anything ever starts to improve your coaching. And so a lot of times we get asked the question is like, How do we improve quality control in CrossFit? A lot of these things in here is actually how we do that without forcing anybody into a position that's against their will. You will improve your quality as you do this. And as you improve your quality, you control the quality of what should be in the community. So that as you improve your quality, like if Gordon becomes better than me, I want to become better than Gordon. Right? As Spencer levels up his coaching staff and his training, I feel like the quality control is a collective quality control. But how we should do that is through these similar processes. That doesn't mean we all should be doing the same thing. But what it should mean is that we're all chasing the same thing in our own unique way. That's why everyone's community is different. That's what makes people come to your gym specifically for you and your coaching staff. That's where your separation is. But the quality should always be high. Now, I talked a lot there. Are there any questions specifically about what comes with one day of CAP? You can unmute too if you want to. It's up to you guys. No, that's how good I did. You guys are full of shit. There's no way.
Hey, Chase.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
I can
So
hear
why
you.
doesn't why is there this program and main site programming? If the
That's a
programming
great
is
question.
straight across the board, why do we see two different type programming?
Chris is a great question. It's two different purposes for this. .com, which started February of 2001, which I think was like a running thruster workout, was presented there as basically a free resource of programming to the entire world. There's no specific general person we're programming for, a group we're programming for, a cycle we're in, a template that we're using. It's just classic programming that you got in your level 1. And the idea is that people just get simple programming that's available to them, but all they get is a workout. Right? There's nothing extra. There's no coaching tips rarely. They've added that now, scaling options for that, just so people are educated when it comes to that. For CrossFit affiliate programming, it's not, like I said in the beginning, it's not about the workout. It's that you get everything that's behind the workout. All the things that I just went through. That's the purpose of CrossFit affiliate programming, is to develop coaches to improve the quality of programming product you put in your affiliate. It doesn't mean .com is any less, but .com is free. .com is what the world gets to see. It's just a workout. CrossFit affiliate programming is not free. It's only free for affiliate owners. You get that because you're a part of our community. But not only do you get the workout, but you get every single thing below it that will improve the quality of your coaching staff and your athletes, because there is a primary focus on the coaching side. It's not a huge difference, Chris, but that's the subtle difference between the two. And that's a great question, by the way. Thank you for that.
I have a quick question on the, are there cycles involved in, I know you said there's a monthly focus, but is there a cycle, like right now we go through, a deadlift cycle, a split jerk cycle, squatting cycles, all that kind of stuff, and then we test. Is there anything like that built into the CAP program?
Spencer, do you want to take that one?
Yeah. So, and this was Logan, was this your question?
Yes.
So we are developing more of a cycle type lifting going into the new year, January, within the work your weakness section of the CAP programming. So if you go to that section, you'll see 3 different strength components. You'll see strength 1, strength 2, strength 3. And strength 1 and strength 2 are going to be essentially either some type of traditional lift, like a deadlift, back squat, strict press, bench press, things like that. And then
Right.
strength 2 is going to be your Olympic lifts, your snatches, your cleans, and your split jerks or push jerks, things like that. And those are going to actually run off of a 8-week cycle. and then, we'll deload and retest and all that fun stuff. And then strength 3 is going to be kind of an odd object, not your traditional type strength stuff. So you'll see like strict pull-ups or weighted dips or weighted hip extensions, or those things that aren't your typical strength exercises. And strength 3 is going to kind of run off of what the week currently presents, as well as what strength 1 and what strength 2 are doing. So strength 3 is going to be kind of very malleable, so to speak. And then strength 1 and strength 2 will have a specific template that they will be following.
And I'm sorry, that's available now, or you said that's coming?
That's good. So it is going to be more of a specific template in the new year. Right now,
Okay.
it's not as structured. Right now, we're simply looking at the week that it presented, and then filling in gaps based upon what is not presented in the week. So, here you see power snatches in strength 1, so you can guarantee that there are not already power snatches during the week. Whereas in the new year, we're following that template, like I was saying. And if it's power snatch day, we're power snatching no matter what, no matter if it's in the week or not in the week.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Henry, I see your hand raised, and then Ron, I'll come to you next.
Yeah, how you going, guys? Hey, look, we're coming up 10 years as an affiliate, and a couple of things that we've noticed over the years is when you were down under so far away, kind of a lot of affiliates ended up going out and programming their own stuff because, being first to market and things like that. We've had a lot of different programs, Mayhem, Proven, and we use Renegade and Plus64, which is, because people are following our members, our affiliates that are going to the games and things like that. But the biggest problem that I see is, initially I used to follow the CrossFit.com page and CrossFit Kids because we were heavily involved in that. And, I think back then Spieler would only follow CrossFit.com as well. But my concern is that when we're programming like the winter, like we're doing 3 sets of 4 MET cycles for strength training because, no one wants to run outside. It's cold, not necessarily snowing where I am. But if we follow the program here, usually I can see already that it's based on you're moving into winter, like we're moving into summer. It's our competition season, and these events all over the place. So how do you compensate the Southern Hemisphere seasonal changes to programming for you guys if I traditionally follow this affiliate program, I can already guarantee that it'll be skew off to our summer training and winter training. Do you have any comments? Because I like how it's broken down, and we call them like session 1 for some of our athletes who do 2 sessions a day. We also follow the concept of accessory work, and then we have individualized stuff that we do online as well. But more importantly, how do you compensate for us in the Southern Hemisphere? I love the toolkits. I think it's awesome that you're doing the affiliate program. We'll definitely follow it. We'll smack it in our general class. But yeah, how do you compensate for that?
So Henry, I mean, being a program that is international and has affiliates all over the place, I would say that we do not bias towards any kind of season or anything like that. We're going to run, throughout the year. We're going to, throw in some bikes. We're going to throw in some rowing, and it really, honestly, we try not to bias based upon, if it's winter here in the United States and summer, in Australia, we're not going to, bias in any which way. That being said, oftentimes when there is things like running or rowing or biking programmed in any given day, we add in those substitutions in the logistics section. So you could theoretically take a run and turn it into a row or a bike or a ski erg or whatever pieces of equipment that you have available for yourself. We really do try to be conscious about adding those substitutions and recognize that not all affiliates have the luxury of being able to run outside 365 days a year and anywhere in between. So it's definitely something that we're conscious of. So
Ron?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Ron here from San Francisco Marin, CrossFit Marin. I love that you guys have a 7-day programming, which is great because we actually program for 7 days for our athletes here. I was curious, and maybe I might be speaking for other people, or I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but then what do you do for affiliates who only program, let's say, the 5 or 6 days a week? And how flexible is that methodology? Like what's done on Monday, can you switch around during the days? Just out of curiosity more than anything. And then I guess the other part of my question is, now I'm not the affiliate owner, but I do run our program and direct our program. Would I have to speak with our owner to get access to that affiliate toolkit within my account, I guess, too?
I can answer both of those, if that's okay.
Go
So,
for it.
so the first question, so we use CAP at my affiliate. On Fridays and Sundays, we don't program a class workout. And so you have the autonomy to kind of move around. And I look at, first of all, like, is there days that maybe like a rope climb is in there, or something, like Chase had said, that won't really fit my affiliate based on equipment. And so I kind of will move things around, or kind of give that option on Friday for open gym for people to do that workout. So I look at all 7 days, and then I kind of still keep it in within that same pattern. If I need to move something, I can. Using like third-party platforms makes it super easy to move around. The second one, to get access for the toolkit. So your owner would just add you as a coach in there. And so they would look at like your email that you use with your CrossFit ID, add you as a coach, and you'll get an invitation by email, and then you'll have access to CAP in the toolkit.
I can show you guys how to do that
Thank
right
you.
now if you guys would like to see that.
I highly
right,
recommend
so-
adding all of your coaches.
Yes. All right. So let me show you guys how to add your coaches, or how to ask your owner to add you to the toolkit. So if you guys come up here, here's our dashboard. You'll see this little figure. You'll click on that, and then you can go to, is it affiliate management, Jen? No.
Yeah, dashboard.
Dashboard?
They
Okay.
just updated this.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Manage your coaching staff. So when you guys click that, me and I have sole ownership. Now, when you guys see this invite button, okay, you can go invites, and you can add every email of all of your coaches to this. Once you do that and they accept this, they will be able to view CAP in its entirety. They'll have full access as far as visually what you guys would get as affiliate owners. So if you guys don't already do that, okay, just it's very simple when it comes to that. Okay. So dashboard, manage coaching and staff. Click that. Invite. You can assign a manager, which will have some more privileges than you do. And then you can add all of those team members to this as you guys do that. Okay. Now, yes.
Sorry, I was going to ask a question here. I typed it in the chat, and the response was that unless they're a level 1 holder, they're unable to access. Is that the same case here?
You can't coach a class in CrossFit without a level 1, so you cannot look at the programming of the class that you should be coaching without it. So yes. Understood.
But if you have like coaches that have an inactive, and yes, I understand they shouldn't be coaching, but they do bring a lot of experience. But like an intern, like a coach that you're that you're grooming, so, but none of them would have access unless and until they get their level 1.
Unless you'd like to share your username and password with them, no.
Okay, thanks.
Got it? All right. Don't have people coach your classes without a level 1 is a sweet way to say that. Okay, dashboard. Adam, don't forget to do your directory page, guys. I know we're on here for CAP, but we have a whole new, brand new map. Please go to your directory page and make it look sweet AF is the nice way to say this. Okay. You can go through here, update all that info, put some pretty pictures in there. You can see all my info here, which I don't know why I'm showing you, but all right. Now, there's some questions here I want to address. Does anybody need to see anything else before we move on from here? Everybody got a good picture of that? .com, log into your toolkit, programming access. Okay, you can go to your dashboard, add your coaches. Everybody good there? All right, I'm gonna stop this because it's messing with my screen. All right, I had a couple great questions in here that I want to address, and some of them are along the same thing. Okay, and we'll start with the classic one, which encompasses a lot of questions in here, is how do I convince my members that a 5 to 10 minute workout is worth their time? Or how do I get my members to show up for a strength day or a 1K row time trial day and all that? These are all great questions. And this is probably the most important part of this entire discussion and why we wanted to bring CAP to the forefront with you guys. Is that if you all remember your level 1, the single most important part of our programming, other than that being safe and effective, is that the intensity piece, which is relative to the individual, is the secret to getting fit, or the secret to get whatever it is your members' personal goals are. If I want to play with my kids for the rest of their lives until I fall off the face of the earth, which includes my kids, their kid, and hopefully their kids too, the secret to that is relative intensity of the workout of the day. If I want to get stronger, if I want to get faster, if I want to lose weight, if I want this, if I want that, I'm saying want a lot. You need relative intensity, which means you need to be able to coach your class effectively to achieve the first 2 words at the top of CAP every day, which is intended stimulus. It is not volume. If you took your level 1, you would know that because we threw that down your throat as much as we could during the What is CrossFit lecture, the What is Fitness lecture, and the programming lecture. Your workout breakout is that the secret is intensity. If you want to differentiate yourself from the programs I listed earlier at the beginning of this call, you need to coach your athletes. Your members show up because they want certain things. That's the end goal. They want the end goal. They don't know how to get there. That's your job. They may think they want 6 workouts in an hour, a strength and a Metcon, a 45-minute AMRAP, or they want to train like a games athlete. You know what they need to achieve that. It falls on the shoulders of the coach and the owner to tell them exactly what they need to get what they want. And the reason why we wanted to bring CAP to the forefront is that I understand why it's really hard to convince your member to show up for the 5-minute workout for the day, or the mile time trial, or the 5x5 deadlift. You need to be able to articulate the value of that. And it's not just with the words that you say, it's with the actions that you have. You are the coach. You need to teach your members how to do these things. If there's a 5-minute workout on the board, depending on what the movements are in there, the other 55 minutes are a blessing of you to flex your coaching muscle. Your members don't know what they need. Just like who has kids here? Do you give your kids everything they want? I sure don't. I give them everything they need to get what they want. So if my member wants to lose weight, get faster, get more muscle, get stronger, play with their kids in sports, play with their grandkids, play with their great grandkids, walk up the stairs. I have an 84-year-old client that came to me and said she wanted, and this is the part of the fun part, is getting what you want out of your members. I want to get stronger. I want to be able to, like, I want to get more muscle. And what we end up finding out is that, no, what is it? Why are you here? Says, I've been riding horses my whole life. And last summer was the first time I couldn't get on a horse by myself. Now I know what you want. I'm going to give you what you need to get there. Okay. And that's the great thing about CrossFit as a coach, is that you guys are coaches. I got messaged yesterday. This is perfect timing. They may be on the call. And they said, how do I convince my members who have gotten used to the volume? We're like, I had another person say, if we program this 10-minute workout, everybody in the class would be bored. Whose fault is that? Is it the programming? Or is it the coaching? My coach can manage the class just fine with all the volume. I was like, tell me the last time managing was the same thing as coaching. And this is not a do this, right? If your clientele, no one's fault here, love 1 hour of just this monster mash session that you have to stress to make the hour time cap by for your class, like, what are we really doing? Do we get to do the one thing that we open up a gym to do? Are we really helping other people? Or are we entertaining them? Because last time I checked, Barry's boot camp is really freaking entertaining. The lights, the music, the little headset thing. Someone who looks better than I look currently, but I don't know how they got that body, and it's not through freaking Barry's boot camp. Do I want to be entertained? Or do I want to be coached? Right? And the way I look at it is that this will be my last soapbox. Excuse me. 5-minute workout. Your members don't pay to be corralled like cattle. They show up to be coached. They just don't know that. Your job as a coach is not to manage a timeline. It's to shepherd your athletes. Do you feel like you will have a better chance to do that with volume or a spout of intensity? No time to do anything else but to get your barbells and your boxes out and your rowers and do this warm up. And now, all right, put your barbells away and then do this strength. And then, okay, we need to pair up because for some reason we programmed GHDs and Echo bikes today. Or do you want to be able to take your time and take care of your athletes? Who's going to stick around longer? The person that you have put work into for an hour, or the person who you told what to do for an hour. Our job as coaches and as affiliate owners is not to tell people what to do. It's to teach them how to do it. And if you don't have the time in the class to do that, what are we really doing for our membership? Are we appeasing what they think they want? Or are we giving them what they need so that they can truly achieve what they really want? And when we do that, will those people stick around? Will that community be more indebted to what you give them versus what you tell them? Because any gym can program crap. And then you're no different than the other one. Well, they do this programming over here and I'll just do it over there. Or it's like, hey, listen, this coach has put so much into me, has taught me how to do all these things. This ownership, right? And you can probably do this with other programs, but it starts with understanding the basis. And CAP brings it all back to that. Because like I said, it's not about the workout. It's about the coaching. And if you don't have time to coach, what are you doing? All right. Henry, I see your hand raised. Maybe he found the Rottweiler.
Sorry, sorry, just trying to find the mute. Hey, listen, just correct me if I'm wrong, and it might be because I'm looking on my phone, but in the toolkit, you've got the affiliate programming, and then you've got a slide bar to choose the compete.
Yes.
Or did I read it wrong? So under the compete one, it's got in-depth information. You know, it talks everything about what you were saying. But under the affiliate one, it only just has the WOD. Am I missing something on the affiliate one?
I think you are missing something.
We should be looking. Okay.
Yeah. Click on the individual workout when you do it on the affiliate one.
Yeah, it only gives me, so I'm on there, and it only gives, you can only just see the RX, intermediate, and beginner, and then the skill work. For example, like the 3rd of the 11th, you know, and if you go back to the
It might
return
just
to
be
the
your
week,
phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Henry,
Yeah.
I'll shoot you an email, just to make sure that you can see everything. If we need to put in a ticket from that.
yeah, okay, Roger that.
Okay. Guys, any other questions, comments? I love being a host because I can mute people. This is awesome. That's why Gordon hasn't been able to talk this entire time. Guys, I just want to get you guys excited about coaching again. I've programmed a workout many times in my affiliate where it was over programmed, it took too long, and then I just was stressed out the entire time. I told no one what to do other than give them a direction of how to put a piece of equipment away. And I just want to reshift the mindset. It's not more is more. Right? And I think if we want to look at, especially the differentiation, because I hear this a lot too, is actually I heard this fear of .com when they brought in guest programmers and they saw Dave and they saw Boz and they saw Ben, is the fear was, oh, is all this programming going to be games like? Or are we shifting our mindset and focus to that because we're using games people? Which is funny to think about Dave and Boz being games people. Nobody could be rooted more into the CrossFit methodology than Dave and Boz. And if that was your biggest fear, then why are we doing games programming for the 8:30 a.m. soccer mom class, which is my favorite class of all time? Nobody listens, but once it starts, they're just freaking ruthless. Right? And so let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the basics. Right? And that's why I love CAP. Even if you never use it, learn from it. Even if you customize it to your gym, which is a great idea, start with something that was simple to begin with. And so I'll cap it off as you trust us with your training, you trust us with your affiliates, trust us with your programming. And if you outsource it somewhere else, give CAP another shot. At least take a look into it and follow it for more than a week. I have never loved every workout I ever programmed for my own affiliate. So the fact that you don't love some workouts that come out on a weekly basis, welcome. Welcome to it. And if you find yourself in a problem of entertaining your community because of a 10-minute workout, I think I would look less at what's being programmed and look a little bit more in the mirror of who's dictating what's happening in the gym. Which nobody likes to hear, but at the same time, it's like telling my son to brush his teeth and make his bed. Just building character. Any other questions, King? You good?
Chase,
Yes.
there was a question about our third-party partners. And so I don't want to prolong the call, but I have CAP pulled up in SugarWOD so people can see what it looks like in that, because someone had asked about the coach's notes and the warm-up and stuff like that. So I have it pulled up. I'll share my screen at the end of this call. So if anyone else wants to hang out and see that. So, but if there's other questions, we'll ask those first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here.
Okay.
And on top of that, gang, I am here always. So if you want to do another just one-on-one session about CAP, this is what we're here for. Me, Gordon, Danielle. I'll hand out Spencer's personal cell phone later, along with a recording of this video. So if you have a problem with CAP, he's this way to, no, you're this way. Here you are. You're this way to me. Let's see. Yeah, it's great for your staff, if anything, guys. Okay. Well, listen, I sincerely appreciate all of you guys sticking around. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys are coming to the summit, I can't wait to see you in person. It's going to be a freaking blast. If you've never been to CrossFit Iron Horse, it is hallowed ground for old OG CrossFitters. It's if you've been there, and we'll talk about that during the summit. But we'll send a video out. Again, if you guys have questions, you can hit me up personally. It's the same email address you guys got here. I'll put it in the chat here so you guys can just email me whenever you want. We can set up a time. I'll give you guys a link. Oh, shoot. I'll just give you a link to my calendar now. I can do that, right, Jen? If I want to.
Yes.
I'll put this in the chat. Here's a link to my personal calendar. Even if you're in New Zealand, feel free to schedule a call with me. But I really do appreciate you guys being here. Obviously, I'm very passionate about this, but at the same time, as I realize the importance and the effectiveness of this. And I think if we can all learn just a little bit here and we all get a little bit better, it's better for the whole ecosystem. And the way we grow CrossFit is internally. You guys are the bedrock of everything we do here. So I thank you guys for doing what you do. I appreciate your time here. And if there's anything else you need, I'll stick around on the call. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Happy November. And hopefully see you guys on the 11th.
Awesome. Thanks,
All right.
Jake. Anyone that wants to see Sugar Wad for CAP, I'm going to share my screen. Here. So this is what it pulls in and looks like in Sugar Wad. This is actually next week's programming. So you've got the videos that Chase talked about, the awesome videos that comes through. You have your general warm up. And then if you click into the workout itself, over here on the right, it's got extra links to all of the videos that were there. So front squat demos, bar face and burpee demos. It's got your stimulus, your goals, scaling, logistics. I know I'm going kind of fast. Your general and specific warm up. So it lists everything out specifically there for your coach to see. So if they're not in the app like right away or in class, they can actually see this and pull it up right there on the workout in Sugar Wad. So this is the only platform that I can show as far as what CAP looks like, but I do know other platforms are very similar when they pull everything through. Yeah. Awesome. So thanks.
Hey, this just a quick question in regards to Sugar Wad. So, this is Henry from New Zealand.
Hey.
Having a long breaks now. Hey, listen, do we get access to Sugar Wad, or do we have to pay extra, or do you guys give us access or something like that?
So you would have a plan with Sugar Wad individually for hosting. It's a tiered plan based on how many members like you have with them. So whatever that subscription is, and then to get CAP programming, Sugar Wad does charge $20 from that to host it. So again, that's all Sugar Wad fees, and that's pretty much the same for like Wadify and push press. So you would pay, push press for whatever that looks like, the agreement for your affiliate to manage your athletes, to manage your paperwork behind the scenes. And then if they charge any fees to host CAP. But again, the app works great. So the online app except for your individual issue, but from your phone that you can go in and see CAP. And I know a lot of affiliate owners that just kind of, take the online app and then just write the workout on the board themselves without using anything such as Sugar Watt or Wattify.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Yep, and Danielle had a good call out. So if you do decide that you're not in Sugar Watt, you're not in push press, things such as that, Wattify, they're beyond the whiteboard. They're all in our affiliate partner network. So you can click right through and get the affiliate pricing on all of that. Hey, Ron.
Howdy. Hey, thanks for everything, guys. This was absolutely amazing, so insightful, and very inspiring too. I got a quick question about I guess a couple things. One, knowing that we are able to access it through online. And one of the ways that we program here, or the way that I get the programming done, because I also have to work with our marketing person to post it up on the website, like the workout of the day. We don't, things like that. Is it something that is easily extracted? Like, are you able to export it into a Google Doc or anything like that? Second, and this is like a very maybe more specific question. I had asked this question in the chat, and just kind of speaking to Chad. Chad is probably going to be the first workout we're going to do where it's just, we do hero WODs all the time, and we find ways to make sure that the class is thoroughly informed and making sure that they're prepped well and ready. But, they're usually long, they're usually multiple movements. We're able to warm them up very specifically. And knowing that this is a one movement type of workout, what recommendations do you guys have, just out of curiosity, to run this as an hour class? I've got ideas in my head, but I'd love to hear your thoughts around doing that. We're not going to change anything to make it like a Murph type of schedule, but just wanted to get your guys' opinion and your insight. Very high level. You don't have to break it down into detail or anything.
Ooh, well, it's hard to do Chad in an hour. It's actually that's like a benchmark time, but it's a great question. I would pose, if you're not going to change your schedule like Murph, the thing you said at the very end was kind of killed my idea. I would treat it like Murph.
Okay.
But and it's also on a Saturday, and it's usually a holiday, so you could do it like that. I would say to effectively run that time frame, you would need about 90 minutes. Obviously, you don't need a whole lot of warm up. Usually the first 250 step ups will take care of that. But all joking aside, is that I would give your membership maybe options within the hour. You have certain maybe reps. Hey, it's 1,000, 750, 500. You can do some weight or no weight. You can do it with a pair or a team together. If you'd like to do the full thing, maybe you set aside some space in the class where people could continue through, because it's going to take longer an hour. But if people have life schedules, which this is a hard thing. It's like everyone has a different schedule.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, you want to go full on? You can finish over here. We're not going to take this opportunity away from you to do something that's important to you. So we'll provide the space and the time for it. However, we'll stick to our schedule here, would be an option that I would give your membership.
Thanks. That's good. Great insight. Thank you.
That's a great question.
Jen, do you have the week already pulled up, the following week? Because you could show Ron the class plan for Chad. You're all on mute.
Yes, sorry. I knew that.
Yeah, Jen, or I can. It's up to you.
I do have it here. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm not on mute, am I? No. Okay. So we have CAP program, the partner Chad. And then they have the beautiful class plan with a timeline here. So they're giving about 13 minutes for that first piece, and then moving in to that workout from there. So 13 minutes for the warm up, the whiteboard, anything specific, the potty breaks, and then moving into a 45-minute workout for it. And so it is already listed for next week. So if you wanted to take a look at it in here, you can just slide over. It's programmed for Saturday on the 11th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Thanks, Jen.
Chase, I think I might have missed this, but when does the programming for the coming weeks come out? How far in advance do
Mhm.
you get that?
You'll get it on the Monday before,
Okay.
usually
so-
around noon or 2. So you have almost a full week.
Oh, actually, that must be better because I don't remember that when I was using it in the beta. That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, and that's the thing too, guys, is like this has been evolving for 2 years and it will continue to evolve as we grow. The same reason how the affiliate map is improving on a quarterly basis is that, or the level 1, I mean, think if you guys took your level 1 10 years ago, like it is a entirely different masterpiece now than it was a decade ago. And that's because we learn, we evolve, we take feedback. That's another thing too, is getting feedback and we improve. And so, yeah, that was definitely one of those that is a small improvement, is getting it a week in advance. All right, gang, any other questions while we have you here? You got my email, you got my calendar. Yes,
I have a
sorry.
non-related cap question, just whenever you have a second.
Okay. If there's any more cap questions, and then I'll get to that. Just because I'll stop recording. Good? All right.